tonight 15,000 people are showing up in Virgin Media Park.
Yeah, hilarious. Not sure why.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to be there. So
Yeah. He's sending Mikey from Boys Home. It's still going to be a great night. Don't worry about it.
It's Cian Ducrot that's playing.
Oh, right. Cian Ducrot.
He's a tribute act. I might go watch the first half.
Hang on a second. Is there Cian Ducrot tribute acts out there already? Because that's the barometer of success.
Not that I know of, but maybe,
Yeah.
If there isn't, they should start.
They should start now. I mean, hit
start
hard.
early. Get in the market first in there. I get a lot of wedding requests. So
do you?
Okay. If you
I'm
look
getting married
anything
next
like
June.
me,
Would you come?
no.
Oh.
Straight in.
I'll come to your wedding. But I won't play it.
That's fair.
I mean, if there's enough good booze, then maybe I'll sing a song. If there's a guitar floating about.
Yeah.
We're going to Spain, Ken.
Just happens. Oh, I'll be there. I'll be in Spain. If it's
You
in
heard it
Spain,
here.
I mean,
You're going to have to take your husband to be with you as well. You can't just take Cian. That's part of the deal. Take me back to 16-year-old Cian Ducrot growing up in Cork. What was life like? Where was your head?
You know what? I had this undying resilience or something, or ability to believe in myself, or ability to believe that I would be where I am now. And I don't know where or how I had that, because I think I don't even have that as much now. Maybe because I'm an adult now, and it's things are more realistic. I don't know. It was a crazy. When I was 16, I was definitely. What day is it today? Friday.
Yeah.
So I would have been in school. I would have been... Maybe I was in school because I would have been fourth year, and I think I took the year out in fourth year, and I was just practicing music. I probably would have been in the skate park by now, because it's what time is it? I don't know. My watch is at the quarter to 11. Might not have been awake yet, actually. No, I probably would have been in the skate park, or I would have been in
That's
a
very handy. We got a skateboard for you right here now.
Yeah.
ready for me to pop some flips. And I was just doing a lot of busking, trying. You know what's really competitive, or was really competitive anyway, was the bar scene for gigs.
There
was bars.
This was back in the day in Cork when Cork had it still has a really good live scene, but it's not what it was when you were growing up. I mean, there was so many clubs and so many pubs, and everybody. I understand where you're coming from with the whole fighting to get a bit of attention.
It was so hard to get a gig. It was I remember I had a friend who knew the owners or a manager in the Thomond. Is that what it's called?
Oh yeah.
And I honestly can't remember how many times he said he was emailing them and asking them to give me a pub gig.
You're
and
20
I don't
to 12.
I think I might have got one eventually after ages. But my first ever gig, the first place I ever got a gig in Cork was a bar which I believe is, if you just come out here and you turn left near, what was that what was that cafe?
The Chateau
Perry
up around
Street?
there?
No, Chateau is up on the. It's on this little side lane going to Patrick Street, and it was called the Come On In.
Oh,
which is a genius name.
Oh, wow.
It's not open anymore.
No,
They closed it,
it's
sadly.
closed.
But it was a solid old man pub.
Yeah.
And there was a lovely man called Dave, and David, I don't know if he still even lives in Cork. I don't know where you are, but if you're listening to this, please reach out to me because I miss you.
Yeah.
And he was the nicest person ever. He gave me my first ever gig.
Wow.
And he would have me and my friends. And when I had friends, I would say, look, can my friend come in and play? And he's like, yeah, anyone come in, you play. I'll give you a few bob, a few
Open
pints.
mic kind of an approach.
It was just
brilliant.
super nice.
Yeah.
And it was just a bunch of old men basically in there and a couple of our friends that would go. And amazing memories I have in there. And I've got so many videos of friends and us just having such a laugh. And if it wasn't for him, I probably never would have gotten any more gigs really, because they kind of started there, and then I could be well, I've played in the Come On In, so
just rock on down and ask them.
But it was super hard to play gigs and get in. So that's what I remember, that being very, very competitive, and I guess that was a first kind of taste of the challenges of how many people want to sing songs.
Yeah.
So from the Come On In to headlining your first festival last weekend at Sea Sessions, St. Anne's Park, absolutely phenomenal. Tonight, 15,000, your home gig. How do you go from maybe sitting in front of 15 people in the Come On In to 15,000 at home?
What age am I now? 26. So I guess it takes
That's disgusting.
10 years, I suppose, to get anywhere. I think it's just delusion mixed with like persistence, and like I do fully believe 100% that like anything is possible. Like you really can pretty much do anything, except for like, you know, maybe the impossible. But even that, I'm sure you figure out a way. But like I think that like anything really, you can do it. You just have to be willing to like go for so long at it. You got to be willing for like to be embarrassed, for people to be like, you're not going to do it, or, you know, just take it and fail and like you have to literally be willing to do that. If you don't, that's fine, but you won't do that thing that's like really hard to do that only a small amount of people do. So it's like, if you want to do something as crazy as tour the world and sell out, you know, big venues, it's like, it's such an impossible sounding thing. Is like, how do you even get there? Well, you get there by just like trying everything for like 15 years, and then hopefully and if it doesn't, you still like, you got to keep going. And like, I could have given up a year before anything started to happen, or could have given up 6 months or a week, or, you know, so you like, you don't know. And I think it's the one thing that like, I remember like when I started looking into Ed Sheeran and what he was doing and where he came from, I just remember being like, this guy, I was like, so he wasn't born at this point. I thought like that stars were born stars, you know. I was like, so he just was in the middle of nowhere, kind of in the UK, and I was like, okay, was it not Ireland, but it's still not like America or something. And I was like, so if he can do it, why can't I do it, you know? And then it was more just like an experiment. I was like, well, I suppose I'll try. I'll just see if it works. Like, how do you get there? What's the solution? What is the thing?
Success leaves clues.
Exactly.
You know,
100%.
you just, if you want to be something or you want to follow someone's path, how do they do it?
Yeah.
So would Ed have been like, I'm sure there's other people that you'd look up to, or there's people that you try to emulate or you try to become. So who are your like top artists growing up when you were listening to music and developing your craft? Who were you kind of going, I'll do a bit of that?
It kind of changed many times, you know. It went from like, when I was really young, it was like rock bands, and I was playing in bands, and then I like pop music was mainly, I was just listening to Michael Jackson and Eminem for a really long time. Then I kind of discovered like the Irish scene, and then without actually knowing, for a long time I didn't even know that the Script were Irish, but I was like listening to the Script, and then I just remember being like obsessed with artists that were coming out of Ireland. So like Corkodiles, Gavin James, Orla Gartland. There's a band called De Laurentiis.
Amazing, yeah.
There was there was another band that I'm now friends with, Josh, and I can't remember the name anymore. Was it the Stripes? Are they called the Stripes?
Oh yes, the young lads from Dublin. They got dressed up in all the suits and everything.
Yeah.
The Strokes? No, that's the American band.
I think it was the
Stripes. I think you're on the wall. Yeah. Yeah.
They were like, I went to their like gigs. I would just go to like every gig. I was just obsessed with like Hudson Taylor, all the Irish stuff, and I just looked up to that. And then obviously like Ed Sheeran, and then I discovered people like John Mayer, and then just like kept going. You know, I mean, there's so much amazing music out of Ireland. Dermot Kennedy, Hosier, like everyone's good in Ireland. Like, it's so annoying, you know. So.
You are amongst them, Cian.
Yeah,
but it's very inspiring because it's just such good stuff that they make, and I mean, how can you not be inspired? And then just to see what people are doing. I mean, what Hosier's done is incredible. What Dermot Kennedy has done is like just
different level,
mind blowing. Like, and it's just like years of hard work. And Dermot talks about it a lot, that it's just, you know, there's no shortcuts. He played all the small venues, made his way up all over the world. And
it's the same story, isn't it?
Yeah. It's the same story.
And look, and you're here today, sitting on this couch with your big gig tonight. We've got a guitar over there.
Yes.
Fancy hearing him sing? Yeah. Let's do it.
That was actually, this song was written with another Cork man, which is very random. One of my best friends, his name is Mabry, and he is a fantastic songwriter, and he is from like, do you know, Ballineen, wherever that is. Bill is so Irish that no one believes he's really Irish. There was a great story where I don't know if you know who Troye Sivan is, but he was in LA at a party with Troye Sivan, and Troye Sivan just didn't believe that Bill was Irish. He thought he was faking the accent because it sounds so extremely Irish. And then afterwards, Troye Sivan realized that he was actually Irish and he had to apologize. Yeah, Bill and I wrote this song the first time we met, which was in... Oh, I just turned on the tuner. Fantastic. That's exactly what I needed. Bill and I wrote this song first time we met, which surprisingly enough was in LA. And I don't know how two lads from Cork meet in LA, but we were both couch surfing on the same couch, actually. Literally the same couch. We're in this amazing, wonderful place called Laurel Canyon, which is like a beautiful area in Los Angeles. And there was just a lovely guy who had a house there and sort of had like a little... It was like a Carole King's old house, I believe, or one of her many houses. I'm sure she probably had loads. And it was just this lovely little house on a hill, and it had this little studio space in the back, a desk and a computer and some speakers. Nothing glamorous, but there was a big L couch, and Bill and I just slept like this, head to toe or whatever. And this is when we wrote that song, and I had just gone through like an experience of losing some friends that were not the nicest people. And yeah, we just kind of like, I actually had just met Bill, so I hadn't really like opened up to him, so we were just like writing a song. And I was like, we should like write a song about like shit friends or whatever. And then casually we were just like writing it, and eventually I was like, yeah, this is actually about my life, you know. But yeah, anyway, kind of funny that it was written with Bill. I've written a lot of great songs with Bill, and shout out Bill Mabry, what a legend. Right, this is Crocodiles.
Wipe the crocodiles from your eyes, 'cause we both know you're not crying. Save the stories for someone else, 'cause believe me, I ain't buying. More than anybody, but still you just can't figure me out. And I know you, at least I thought that I did. Never would have second guessed it, but now I guess that I've just messed it up again. Tell me what you know about friends. What's the point of starting if it ends? Never thought you'd be the one to leave. Never would have called myself naive. Tell me what you think about us, and all the things you know about trust. And they say friends come and go, but how can you be friends with someone you don't even know? Did she get all that you needed? Advantage of me and everything in between? And was it everything you wanted? Pick a size like Rome is right. You know me more than anybody, but still you just can't figure me out. And I know you, at least I thought that I did. Never would have second guessed it, but now I guess that I've just messed it up again. Tell me what you know about friends. What's the point of starting if it ends? Never thought you'd be the one to leave. Never would have called myself naive. Tell me what you think about us, all the things I know about trust. And they say friends come and go, but how can you be friends with someone you don't even know? No, 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 no. you don't even know. No, 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 you don't even know. No, 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 you don't even know. Tell me what you know about face. What's the point of starting it ends? Never thought you'd be the one to leave. Never would have called myself naive. Tell me what you think about us and all the things you know about trust. And they say friends come and go. They say friends will come and go. They say friends will come and go. But how can you be friends with someone you don't even know?
Cian, I got chatting to Lauren a little while ago. Lauren, yeah, come on over. And she's also been to see you quite a lot, haven't you?
Yeah,
Close enough to 30, probably.
Probably, yeah. I've watched all the live streams if I couldn't go, or I'd like be the first one onto pre-sale to get a ticket to your show. So yeah, but you know what it means to me, and
I know them. I know them.
I don't
well.
feel like I need to say it to you anymore. I just feel like I'm annoying you every time I say it to you.
And you know you're back in Cork. She's a bag from pennies.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Be this first because this is the one that's.
Oh my God,
This
wow.
is like the most work that's gone into.
Oh, look at this, guys.
gifts.
Yeah.
I gave you one in Limerick the last time, and I just felt like it wasn't enough. So.
That's amazing.
This one's dry.
This one's right. I know the reason why. Yeah, because like you know, I stood out in the
Lashing
rain.
rain last
Yeah.
time.
I stood out for like
Oh my God,
hours and
so
hours and
cool.
hours and hours.
French
in the rain.
flags and Irish flags. It's a beautiful. You've really put a lot of thought into it. Everything that
Yeah.
means so much to Cian.
I've been like
is
a
on that board.
massive like
Yeah.
fan of you for like years.
How do you even have Moi qui t'aimais tellement?
I
How do you even know that exists? I don't think anyone knows that song exists.
Translate, please,
I
Cian.
do.
Is it somewhere? Is it somewhere on the internet?
Yeah, it's on like your Spotify and YouTube.
Wow.
Who put that there?
Hardcore. That's
You
fantastic.
also posted it on your
Oh
story.
wait, no, my God, that's.
You know, I was like waiting for the penny to drop. I was like, come on, Cian.
Sorry. I mixed that up with another song that I wrote in French. What was the lyric of that one? Maybe I just copied the lyric.
Maybe so.
I don't know. Of course.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for
Yourself.
coming in
I
today.
love it.
I'm
Thanks,
delighted with
Lauren.
Our
that.
legend.
Jesus.
Right, let's go.
When I was 4, I fell off my bike, but you told me I'd be okay. When I was 5, you were by my side when Mama was far away. When I was 10, you were my best friend when no one else came to play. If anyone hits you, you hit back harder. That's what you would always say. And you'd say, It's been a long, long day. Are we in heaven, heaven, heaven? 'Cause I don't feel pain. I guess that this is heaven, heaven. And if you're far away, we're still together, together, together. And if I never prayed against the women, heaven, heaven. Oh, 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 oh. As we got older, you never smiled, and I know it's because of him. You carried that pain more than any child should, buried under your skin. Remember that time when I lost my voice and I said I would never sing? Well, now you got a kid, I'm with Ed on tour in cities I've never been. And you'd say, you'd say, hold my hand, I'll be your brother wherever you go. It's been a long, long day. Are we in heaven, heaven, heaven? 'Cause I don't feel pain. I guess that this is heaven.